Hey everybody, welcome back to the Old Testament where, holy moly, there's all kinds of interesting stuff happening in this book. Jacob's son, Jacob being the father of Israel, his sons kill this King Hamor and King Hamor and Prince Shechem, and they do that because they feel like that prince defiled their sister. And it was a really short story, minus a ton of details. And we're in Genesis chapter 34, verse 26. Fascinating stuff. So Jacob's sons, they kill every male in the city of that king and the prince, who they just conned into saying, hey, we're going to have an agreement. We're going to allow all your women to come over and we'll take them as wives. We're going to give you all of our daughters. Y'all do the same. And they said, well, we can do that only if, everybody gets circumcised. So if we give this token of penis flesh to Jehovah, then, we're all good. So that was a trick. They tricked him into it. And, the fruit doesn't fall far from the tree, right? This is a learned behavior from their father Jacob. And so he tricks them. They spoil the city, it says. And they take everything of value, including, it says, infants. So they steal all the babies so they can raise them up to be things just like their father, Jacob. Sex slaves, handmaidens, regular just working slaves. And then they take all the women as slaves as well. So babies and women. Sounds reasonable. Being sarcastic, of course. And Jacob was troubled by this. And as soon as I read troubled, I was like, oh, maybe Jacob has found a conscience now. But no, that wasn't the case. Jacob was not troubled by the murder. He was not troubled by having the slaves or taking the babies or any of the deceit. None of that. He was only troubled because their actions now have caused, or probably caused, trouble with the Canaanites and however you say this, the Perizzites. And he says, they're going to come to destroy my house. And so he's worried about this. This is the father of Judaism, right? He supposedly has God at his back. Some messenger that he physically wrestled with all night and had to hurry away. Just weird story in a previous videos. This guy who has a long checkered past of not only multiple wives but sex slaves that he forces into being married, cheats his brother, does all these crazy things. He gets his name turned into Israel and is the father of Israel. So he's not upset by any of these insane, unconscionable acts. And I just had some comments that were saying, the law really wasn't put down yet. I mean, really, do you need a law to say, hey, don't hurt somebody? It's silly. So I didn't really get any nuggets of wisdom out of this one. They just weren't there in this little section. So if you want nuggets of wisdom, we get together every Sunday at 1:15 at the Mystics of Texas, and it's themysticsoftexas.com. Our YouTube channel is the Mystics of Texas, and it is what would I think any rational person would consider, wow, those are great topics. Those are topics on how to communicate better. Those are topics on how to live better in all aspects of your life, how to meditate, how to connect with others, practice the art of listening and loving and spreading love and good vibrations out and giving people respect and all of the things that are so important. And there's so many different topics and perspectives on all of those things, and we go in great detail about them every Sunday. And then we do all sorts of fun stuff, from yoga, ice baths that we did yesterday with a Wim Hof instructor, all sorts of really cool stuff. And if that appeals to you, then come out to a safe, welcoming place where we're really working diligently to build and maintain trusting relationships. And if that is appealing, that sort of community is appealing to you, then come out and see us every Sunday, 1:15. Thanks.